So hey fancy friends, welcome back to another new video. I'm a little bit scared. I hope my neighbor is not at the balcony because it's gonna be so awkward. But as you guys can see, I'm gonna go and show you guys along and show you out what is happening in the balcony, because a lot of y'all really do seem to like this kind of videos. And honestly, I feel like it's the most interesting thing for my collection because a lot of the plants here are like my precious ones as well. They're doing super good, and I think it's really interesting to look at, and I would love like next year to look back and see the progress on these plants. But it's basically we do a lot of updates because I just want to keep you guys updated on what's going on. As well, I want to see like, you know, the following months or next year, and seeing the progress on everything, how much they have grown. So I guess we can start over here. By the way, somebody ended up telling me also, thank you so much for everybody that gives me tips and advice, because I'm not a pro at this. These are some feather leaf calatheas that I left outside. They were inside, both of these, and I feel like they will enjoy the humidity and the warmth outside. I am also keeping them moist, so I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna bounce back. And my little variegated potato vining plant, which is a very basic plant. It's like literally an outdoor plant, but I love it so much. I really do. And I think that's a new leaf that's happening. Love it. I'm so in love with it. I love it. I do. Y'all know me, I'm basic. But and then here is the shingles plant, and someone told me, and I saw some pictures as well in other videos, there's like a net around this plant, so this needs to be repotted pretty soon. And I don't know if people are still looking for this plant. They're having the big box stores now, but I'm still seeing people like selling them now, and I'm just like, these are literally like all over in like Lowe's and stuff like that. But I would love to propagate it to make another one. And there's a plane. It is honestly such a beautiful day, but I would love to give it like a bigger piece of wood so it can develop some bigger leaves. So I don't know when I'm going to repot it, possibly pretty soon. And then the money tree is just doing its thing. These were some new leaves. One of the leaves ended up snapping because it's very like lightweight and it gets pretty windy kind of often. So this always falls over like twice already, and one of the leaves ended up snapping. But it is putting out new leaves, so that's really fun. And it's just living its best life outside, so that makes me really happy. And look at that, it is getting direct sunlight. I mean, these are literally trees, y'all. Now, I'm not saying if you have a money tree to put it outside, because basically it needs to get hardened. It needs to get used to the sun. I guess you can say like, you don't want it to get sunburn. You want it to harden off. But this tree, I mean, this money tree, the ficus, the fiddles, everything, these are literally trees and they get full sun in their natural habitat. But the houseplants that we get and the plants that you buy at the big box stores, they're not hardened off. So that's the property percent. I hope they don't get mad over like other plants. Sometimes I get scared because if you guys can see like the view above, like if you're like on the bottom, you look up, it looks like an actual jungle. And I haven't gotten no complaints. I'm always like scared like someone's gonna get mad or like irritated that I have a lot of plants, and like, you know, thinking that I might bring insects or like bugs or whatever, or like mold, which I'm pretty like on top of all of that. But I don't know, I just don't want to like bother people and like get them like, you know, frustrated or stressed out. But y'all know me, I'm a crazy plant person. So that's really cool. This money tree is getting some light. And then we have the ficus over here. This fiddle is just doing pretty good. And obviously like in the winter or in the late fall, I'm gonna put a lot of these plants inside. And it is like pretty in the day, so there's like a lot of cars. Sorry about like all the background noise, but you just gotta work with me. My hope philodendron, or split leaf philodendron, I'm not so sure which one it is, but when I bought it outside, it only had like 3 or 4 leaves. And as you guys can see, it has been putting out leaf after leaf after leaf. Here's a new leaf that I put out. Here is a monstera, a Thai constellation. This was sent to me by Coastal Farm. It was from the giveaway they had. Other, like 40 people I believe want it as well. 40 or 50 in total, I'm not so sure. But yeah, I finally have a really cool plant. Even then, these are going to be shown And y'all know me, I love my variegation. It's just such a beautiful plant. I really do hope I can propagate it. From what I heard, it's a very slow growing plant, which is why I'm trying to get it like hardened off so I can get some direct sunlight. But that's on that. I also have my bromeliad outside because when I had it inside, it wasn't doing so good at all. And whenever like in the mornings, I'm like, just sitting down drinking my coffee or drinking a water bottle, whatever it is, I always try to like fill these little cups on top with water because that's what they drink, and also making sure the soil is moist. But since placing it outside, it's been doing super good and putting out some good leaves, so that makes me really happy. Here's another fiddle. This is a little fiddle. This is the variegated yucca. I have my massive tri-star strumanti. It was doing super good in the plant room when it was getting the really good grow lights, and when it was warm and humid, it was growing like crazy. And since I ended up moving everything around, it's kind of slowed down and it started putting out some crispy leaves, which makes me a little bit sad. But once I put all these plants in the plant room and get it again like very humid and warm, I'm pretty sure they're gonna all like bounce back and do a lot better. And here are the Green Galaxy cuttings. I need to keep these moist because they're still rooting. And that over there is the cuttings of sphagnum moss. The cover keeps like flying off. I need to go back in there and cover it again. I also need to water it because I don't want the sphagnum moss to dry out. But as you guys can see, it is putting out a new leaf like on the tip of my finger. That's a new leaf that's developing, so that's really exciting. Finally, I haven't seen nothing happening. Also, my moonshine sansevieria, y'all, as you guys can see, when it was inside like in a dark spot, this was the leaves. It wasn't looking so like, you know, the nice beautiful color than what they're known for. And since I placed it outside, look at this new leaf. So I'm hoping that I can give it as much light as I can to keep that beautiful color, because if it doesn't, it just turns green and it doesn't turn back to its beautiful like mint green hue. And then here we have some succulents. It's kind of hard to focus, but they're just chilling and vibing right there. My Strasser Strumanti, that my variegated, it's a variegated one, I forgot. It's like a cousin with that one, but this was one of my wishlist plants. I got at Rainbow Gardens for $11.99, but as you guys can see, it's struggling a little bit. I don't know why. I mean, it looks fine. That could be a pest problem though. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I don't see any visible pest on it. But it's a really cute plant. I guess it just looks kind of funky because it's getting light all over the place, and I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Here's my Monstera Peru. Look at that. Oh, look, there's new leaves. There's a new leaf. Here's another new leaf. This was a new leaf from last week. There's another new leaf right there. My Transina on the back right there needs to get watered. Here's my Pink Princess Philodendron. It's just starting to unfurl its new leaf. As you guys can see, it's looking pretty nice and pink. So proud of this girly. Doing super good. Love that. And then we have the variegated Maranta that I am propagating. I finally got one of my wishlist plants at Rainbow Gardens. It was, if you guys saw the plant shopping video, they had this one for $10 and they had a bigger one, and I regret so much not getting the bigger one because it was $24 and was in a hanging basket. But even then, I'm beyond grateful for this plant. Like, this plant just makes me so, it's an automatic smile. Like, I don't know why, but the basic Maranta, like without the variegation, it's so easy to take care of, does so good. And the fact that there's a variegated one, it just makes me super happy. And wow, there is a lot of stuff happening outside. I'm so sorry, y'all. What is that? Is that a truck? Oh, it's FedEx. But the more light you give it, they develop some of these leaves that are so variegated. I don't know if I can see one. That looks so pretty. God damn it! I just want to propagate a bunch of these because I love it. And as you guys saw, I am propagating one. So I'm hoping for the best. And then of course my Monstera Deliciosa, my massive one. It's just chilling outside. There's a lot of leaves. Some of the leaves are doing this, which I think is just because it's really, really warm outside. And even then, it's like one of the oldest leaves. And what else? This was a new leaf that just unfurled. Like, look at that. So happy with this girl. And then this was the second newest leaf. And this is the newest leaf, which is starting to harden off. But just look how... I want to put my hand on it so you guys can see. I really do hope I can make it fruit. Oh, there's a little bit of burn, but I think it's fine because when it was unfurling, it was getting almost direct sunlight, so it was still pretty like soft. But usually this can handle like direct sunlight, and I wanted to train to get a little bit of direct sunlight. And yes, I know I'm playing a very risky game, but this one is doing amazing. And obviously the more light you give it, the more faster it grows, and the deeper fenestrations happen, the bigger leaves, which is what I wanted to happen before I put it back inside. But beautiful, beautiful. And then here's my Hoya compacta. Oh, my phone's getting really hot. But here's my Hoya compacta, putting out a lot of new leaves. Like, look at that. And then my variegated lipstick plants, which honestly was struggling a lot, which is why I placed it outside. Potos, so beautiful. My Anthurium is just chilling in the back over here, and it just put out a new leaf, and I think it's about to put out another one. I'm not so sure, but yeah, this is a Starfish Sansevieria. Putting a little baby, a Prince of Orange, Batik, I always pronounce it incorrectly, Syngonium, wait, just put out a new leaf. Oh, it's this one. Here is my Pink Splash Syngonium that I got from River Gardens a while back, and it was starting to get long. So I ended up chopping it up, and here they are. It's not that variegated, but now that it's outside, it should be getting more light. So, hoping for the best on this one. Here's my Brilliant Marks Philodendron, variegated. New leaf. Here's more variegated potatoes that I'm propagating. I really love this plant, and I feel like it gives off like very like Halloween vibes, so that's pretty fun. Here's another one not looking so good, but this leaf is still alive. Here is my Philodendron micans that I've been propagating by nodes for a while, and it was like very long. It was a very long vine, and I chopped it up by nodes, propagating sphagnum moss, and now look at it. Now I have a humongous pot, and look, I can propagate it again if I want to, and I probably might. Because the more you propagate this plant, the bushier it gets, and it just makes it look a lot more fuller and nicer. For those that like to have their plants that look very, very nice and full. But this micans is just stunning. And I was gonna go and propagate some and sell them, but I feel like people are not interested in this plant anymore. So those I haven't propagated any, but I've been seeing the hype again bouncing back, or just like the demand. Because I used to propagate plants for fun, and then I would try to sell them, but nobody would buy them, so I would just have them. And then I just give it to my mom or to my grandma, because like again, I live in apartments and I don't have that much space. But if people are wanting some Philodendron micans, I can propagate some in San Antonio. They're really, really easy to propagate. But yeah, I've done a lot of propagations, and I was gonna sell a bunch of them, but nobody was like interested in them. So I was like, okie dokie. And I was sitting like each node that was rooted having like new leaves, so almost like like a little, let me see if I can give you an example. Like 3 leaves. I was selling it for $5 on a 4-inch pot. Maybe I should like let it grow, but I thought like it was ready because like it was already rooted and putting out new leaves. But I don't know, even then it's a very beautiful plant, very velvety. And also I love it when the sun, this doesn't get direct sunlight by the way, but when the sun hits the leaves and you look at the back of the leaves, oh my god, it looks so pretty. And there is a variegated one, I think it's called a halo velvet. Very expensive, very uncommon, rare, basically rare. But I just found that out. I didn't know there was a variegated one. Here are the Cebu Blues. As you guys can see, they are starting to put out new leaves. Once they have like 3 or 4 leaves, I am gonna start doing the giveaway and giving some away. And also I will be selling some of them because I need something to buy for the soil. But these bigger leaves ones, these are the ones that I'm gonna go and give away because these are the ones that have, well, that was sent to me by Airwood Market. And these are more mature leaves. Now obviously you need to give it more light, you need to give something to trail to develop those illustrations. But looking pretty cute. Here's another one. I feel like in 1 more month they'll be ready. What do y'all think? So that's on that, and I have more. The little small leaves are from my own collection from this one. And then with the bigger leaves, those are the ones that got sent to me by Airwood Markets. I have my asparagus fern at the bottom. This one, out of all of the other asparagus ferns that I have, it's very finicky. Once I place it outside, it's doing a lot better. Here's my Hope Peperonia, just getting very leggy. I think it wants more light. Pretty sure it needs more light. What else can I show y'all? Ooh, my favorite potos. So this is Marble Queen potos mixed with a green poto, like a basic potos. But this specific vine has a really fun pattern. So it's green, half moon, green, half moon, green, half moon, and then green, and I'm pretty sure the next leaf is going to be a half moon. So can't wait for that. Yeah, I love this plant. It makes me so happy. Out of all of them, it's such a beautiful plant. It really, really is. Oh, okay, so this one needs to get a little bit more attention because it's from the Peace Lily family, Spectatalium, and these like to stay moist. And it's been having some problems with its leaves. It was thriving inside, and once I placed it outside, it started acting up. So I don't know if it doesn't like the warmth from outside. So I'm gonna place it. I'm already all bot para acá. Place it para acá, and if it still doesn't do good, then I'm gonna go place it back where I was happy, where it was in the plants room. But that's basically it on lo que está pasando aquí. I do have my coniferous plants and my watermelon peperonia because they're struggling inside, and I'm pretty sure they will benefit and be more happier outside. Here's my Dracaena that I got for $15, not on clearance. It was on a 1-gallon pot, on a 10-inch pot at Walmart for $15. Ended up repotting with this terracotta pot, and it's just been doing its thing. I do have this Scandapsis, which as you guys can see, it's all over the plant. It's a very long Scandapsis. I don't really like this plant at all. But I have it because I always wanted one like a while back, like last year, and I found one and I was really, really happy. And the reason why I don't like it that much is because it's so, I don't know, it doesn't thrive in my hands. I mean, it looks pretty good, but I just don't like the fact that it gets smaller and smaller each leaf, which is probably like the lack of light, which is why I placed it outside, and possibly like lack of nutrition, or it just wants to vine. But I don't like small leaves. I just think it looks really, really sad for me. So I don't know, I'm debating on selling it. So that's on that. But what else can I show y'all? That's basically it. There's some other plants that I didn't talk about, but like they're just there. Oh, the top. Okay, so here's another velvety philodendron micans that I was propagating. By the way, all these micans that I have, they're all from propagations. If you guys go way, way back, I went plant shopping at Rainbow Gardens, and they had a little 2.5-inch pot that it was a very, very small micans for like, I think it was like $15 or $14. It only had like 4 or 5 leaves. And then from it growing a lot, and I still have the mother plant, and chopping it so much because it goes really, really fast, and chopping it so many times, it just kept getting bushy and bushy and bushy and bushy. And then over here I can literally chop this right now, and then each leaf can be its own plant. And then from the where I chopped it, it would just get more bushier and put out more vines and just more propagations. It is such an easy plant to propagate, and it does so good. And it's a really pretty one as well. Okay, my phone's like dimming down because it's getting really, really hot, but I hope you guys can see. I can't really see right now. My Brazil is still above, just chilling. My Hoya carnosa, this other Hoya cursidia, I think I probably pronounced it correctly, but it's a Hoya. This peperonia, my string of dolphins, just vibing. By the way, the birds ended up leaving already, so I took off the nest. It was 3 birds, 3 baby birds, and then I saw like, I didn't saw the other 2 that left, but I saw the last one that left. And since then I haven't seen like the nest or the parents here for like a week, so I was like, okay, maybe they left. And I just took off the nest, and I ended up bottom watering my string of bananas because she hasn't been in water for the longest period of time. But yeah, she's still here. I thought I was gonna lose her, to be honest. My Hoya compacta, which I already talked about. Fishbone cacti or cactus. I've been struggling with it. I don't know, it doesn't look the best, but it's still there. And then this new Hoya that I bought in the big box stores is having problems. As you guys see there, it's really, really busy, but now I forgot to take a thumbnail, so we're gonna go and take a quick little thumbnail. Alrighty, so that's basically it, you guys. I'm gonna go back inside because my phone is literally heating up right now. It's like super, super hot. It's like hot outside right now. But thank you so much for watching out. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss any other planty videos. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.